An iPad is a device that promises ultimate freedom, but if you get the LTE version, the cellular version, are you locking into being on a monthly digital leash? That's what we're exploring today. Cellular iPads. Are they an oasis of connectivity or a desert of digital dependence? An iPad with cellular connectivity means you can use your iPad online anywhere there's a cell signal, not just where there's Wi-Fi. The key advantage here is obviously the ability to have a seamless internet connection where you don't have to A, hunt for Wi-Fi, or B, be reliant on a tethered connection to your phone. So that means if you're somebody who travels quite a bit, or you're often out of Wi-Fi range, but you need to stay connected for work, for entertainment, social media, then this is worth looking into, obviously. Now, I've revisited this a couple times over the years, but what I came to realize was it's kind of interesting. You do end up with freedom of a sort when you get a cellular connection for your iPad, but you're chained to a data plan. Freedom with strings attached, freedom that lets you roam, but it's gonna cost you a subscription. You know, it's crazy. People have really strong opinions about this. Some people are like, okay, if the issue is convenience, it's really not that hard to hook up to my iPhone and just stay connected with the hotspot there. I really don't even see the point of this. It literally seems pointless to those people. And then other people are like, no, I don't even want to think about it. Like wherever I go, it's just about that seamlessness. Doesn't matter if it costs me a little bit extra, it matters more. You know, like there would be a bigger cost if I was disconnected just in terms of productivity. This is a game changer for certain people who want that ability to work anywhere, and it's a significant perk to have that data plan. And it's usually at that point when the first group comes back and they're like, isn't that redundant? If you already have a smartphone with a good data plan, plus they like to bring up the battery. So let's talk about that. If you have LTE enabled on your iPad, it's true that it will always be searching for a mobile connection, and that does require some extra power. Even when not actively in use, an iPad with LTE enabled will still be eating away at your battery life, albeit at a slower rate than when you're streaming or browsing. However, the newer the model, the better the chipset, better battery management might mitigate that somewhat. It's not going to change the principle though, which is that LTE is like an energy vampire for your digital life, which is going to suck some of the power even when you're not looking. You know, it's never a bad thing, learning how to be more productive. If you want to learn how to get more done in less time with less burnout in the Apple ecosystem, like Ted, Sean, and Alvin here, then check out my course, which can help you reduce the stress in your life, boost your income, and save you time. I've also got an AI bundle that you can pre-order now. It's 3 courses in one for a really low price, along with a course on Apple's Freeform app, and some other courses that you might love as well. And here's the thing, they're all 50% off right now for the holidays for a limited time. You can check them all out linked up down below. Here's the thing for me, and this is just me speaking, okay? I can't be you. I don't know what your life is like, what your work requirements are, etc. But for me, if I'm traveling, then it's worth it. If I'm not traveling frequently, then it's not worth it. If I go to coffee shops a lot, right, and do some work, maybe it's worth it then. If you have more of a digital nomad sort of lifestyle or work style, then I think this appeals and even makes sense. But otherwise, if you're around your own Wi-Fi network all the time, whether you're just working on your actual home Wi-Fi network or scribbling around with the Apple Pencil at work, then you really don't need that extra redundancy. Probably, that's my thinking. On a little bit of a deeper side of this issue, just sort of philosophically, I think there's something about having the option to completely disconnect, which if you have that cell connection, that LTE connection, you're buying this kind of from a point where it's like you have almost a dependency on the internet, which granted, a lot of us actually do. We couldn't do our work or live our life the way that we're used to without the internet. I get it. It is baked in everywhere, but there's something about having a mentality of disconnection, or at least being able to disconnect selectively when you want to. And of course, you could, hit airplane mode and turn off all the cell connection, Wi-Fi, whatever. You can do that, but you're not probably going to do that. So I feel like just the mentality behind it is also a little bit different. I'm not criticizing or anything here. I'm just sort of like pointing out we're so connected. Are you into iPads with cell connections? Is it crucial for you or not? Is it redundant? Is it pointless? I want to know your reasons why. So be sure to let me know. And on top of that, do you consider this a pro feature? Now, it's not just a pro iPad that can get this, but do you consider this a more pro feature? Personally, I always come down to I'm the pro. It's not the device that's the pro, but it's how I use it that makes it pro. That's just where I stand. Hit me with your comment.